Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video I'll be showing you guys some more Great League battles with Altaria, Skarmory, and Mightyena in the back. We haven't seen Mightyena used by any other people, so we are going to be trying them out. So watch to the end to see that. If you guys haven't already, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turning notifications off. And with that being said, let's get on to today's video. For the first round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Machamp. So this is a pretty even startup for us, since I do know that Machamp can learn Rock Slide. Rock Slide will be doing super effective damage against my Altaria, since Rock types are super effective against Flying types. My opponent does make a swap out into Hippowdon. He is only using Fire type fast move, and he does go down. We are countering those Fire type hits, but my opponent does make a swap out into Victini with Confusion as his fast move. Both of us will be doing neutral damage against each other. The Sky Attack will be doing a lot of neutral damage against him. We do see his shield go through. I do know that he probably is running V-Crate, so I am going to make a swap out into Mightyena, since Victini is a fire and psychic type Pokemon. Dark types will be doing super effective damage against that psychic type move. Against that psychic type. And he also does use V-Crate, which is also a defense debuff. My opponent does make a swap out into Machamp. He does only have one Pokemon left, and I still have two. He is half health, and I am going to make a swap out into my Altaria. He may be using a Rock Slide, so I do still have a shield to block that as well. And it is only a Psyshock. I haven't seen a Machamp win Psyshock, but my opponent does go down only from Dragon Breath, and it does allow me to win the first round win. Good game to my opponent. For the second round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Umbreon. So this is once again an even matchup for my Altaria. Both of us will be doing neutral damage, but I do know that Umbreon is a really tanky Pokemon and is charged up fairly well. My opponent does make a swap out into Lantern. Lantern is a water and electric type Pokemon, meaning my Sky Attack will be doing not very effective damage due to that electric type, since Flying types are not very effective against electric types. So my opponent does throw in a charge move right here. I am not going to shield. This may be a Thunderbolt, and it very much is a Thunderbolt. That did a really good amount of neutral damage against us, but I did not have to throw in a shield. I am just going to go for the farm down, and I am going to use a shield to block that second Thunderbolt from hitting my Altaria. So I do throw in a shield. It is another Thunderbolt, and I do get a really good farm down on him. I am super close to that second Sky Attack, and he does make a swap out into his second Pokemon, which is Umbreon. So there is one Umbreon once again. I have two Sky Attacks charged up. Sky Attacks will be doing a lot of neutral damage due to that Flying type, and we don't see a shield on the first Sky Attack, but on the second Sky Attack we may see a shield. So I do not get that X on it. It still is going to be doing pretty good damage, and we do see a shield go through. He cannot go for the hard farm down without my Altaria fainting him, so he does decide to throw in a shield. It is a Dark Pulse. I think I am going to swap out into my Skarmory and try to just go for the second hard farm down for my Skarmory. He does only have one shield left as well. And it is another Dark Pulse. Dark moves are doing neutral damage against all my Pokemon, including, both my Altaria and Skarmory, but he is going to be doing not very effective damage with Mightyena. So my opponent's final Pokemon is a Noctowl, and I do decide to swap out into Mightyena just so you guys can see how good Mightyena is against Pokemon that will do neutral damage against each other, like an even matchup. So both of us are doing pretty good damage, and Mightyena is pretty tanky. Maybe he will be able to tank this Sky Attack. If he does, then that would be nice. So He did tank it, and and it doesn't allow me to get to that playoff without me fainting. My final Pokemon is that Skymery. I do have a Sky Attack charged up. He does have a shield left, so I am just going to go for the Farm Down. Sky Attack or Brave Bird will not faint me, since we do resist those flying types because of that. Because of my metal type or my steel type from my Skymery. So we do go for the Farm Down, and it does allow me to win that second round. Good game to my opponent. For the third round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Grovyle. So Grovyle is a grass type Pokemon. We are going to be double resisting that grass type because grass types are not very effective against both dragon types and flying types. So that does mean that we are going to be double resisting it. My opponent does throw in a charge move. I do not have to shoot anything, since I do know that he does not have any charge moves that will be doing super effective damage, not like Sceptile, where he has Dragon Claw and he will be doing super effective damage. So my opponent did make a swap out into Marowak, into a Alolan Marowak, so that does allow me to swap out into my Mightyena, since dark types are super effective and ghost types. So he did use a Fire Blast right there, which is totally fine. It of course would have fainted my Mightyena, since Fire Blast is a heavy neutral damage charged move. So we did have, my Mightyena did go down, but I am going to swap out into Altaria, and I did get a good Farm Down on that Marowak. My opponent does make a swap out into Talonflame. Talonflame is a fire and flying type Pokemon, so that does mean that we are going to be countering those fire type moves due to my dragon type from my Altaria. Sky Attack does go through, and we did see a shield. We may have to shield here. I don't know Talonflame's charge move. If it is a fire move, then I didn't have to shield. It was only a Flame Charge. Flame Charge was an attack buff on that Talonflame. It would have been doing some not very effective damage against us, and he does get another charge move with 1 HP less left. I am going to have to shield, since he does have an attack debuff attack buff once again, so this is going to be doing more damage against us. His final Pokemon is that Grovyle, and once again, since flying types are super effective against grass types, the Sky Attack will one-shot him from any health that he's at. It does go through, and it does allow us to win that third round. Good game to my opponent. For the fourth round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Skarmory. So this is not a good start for us, since Skarmory is going to be resisting my dragon and flying type moves, because of that steel type. Sky Attack does go. I do get my Sky Attack first, but it is going to be doing not very effective damage because of that steel type from that Skarmory. My opponent does throw in a shield. I don't think that he should have shielded it there, since it does allow me to mirror that shield without having to worry about him getting the advantage. I am going to have to shield once again, since he can be using Flash Cannon or Brave Bird from how long that he's been charging up. It is a Flash Cannon that would have done a good amount of neutral damage against us. Steel types are going to be doing neutral damage against dragon types from my Altaria. He is down 0 shields right here. I am not going to shield if he does throw in a charge move, I'm guessing, since I do have Skarmory in the back, and it does allow me to swap out into Skarmory and maybe go for the Farm Down onto that Skarmory without having to worry getting hit with a Sky Attack, Flash Cannon, or Brave Bird, since all of those will be doing not very effective damage against us. We do go for the hard Farm Down, and we do get a lot of energy stored up. He does have 0 shield to shield anything that I throw. He does swap out into a Lapras with the water gun, I'm guessing. I did see that animation back there. Sky Attack is going to be doing a lot of neutral damage against him. It is a water gun actually, and my opponent does actually surrender, allowing me to win that 4th round. Good game to my opponent. For the 5th and final round, my opponent's first Pokemon is once again a Skarmory. Skarmory will be doing not very effective. This is a bad start for us, since we are going to be doing not very effective damage against that Skarmory because of that dragon and flying types are going to be resisted from that steel type. We do throw in a sky attack right here. Sky attack is going to be doing not very effective damage against him. So my opponent does, for this round, my opponent does decide not to shield, not like the other round. He is just going for the hard farm down, I'm guessing. He may throw in a shield right here since he does have a lot of energy stored up and he may not want to bring that to waste. So my opponent does throw in a shield right here. I think that I am not going to shield anything. I may just allow my Altaria to feint and swap out into Skarmory, since Skarmory is also going to be resisting the sky attacks and Brave Birds and Flash Cannons. We are also going to go for the hard farm down. My opponent does make a swap out into Machamp though. I cannot swap out into my Mightyena since dark types are not very effective against fighting types, and fighting types are super effective against dark types. So my opponent does throw in a shield. He does only have one shield left, and I am going to use all of my shields against that Machamp since Skarmory is my only counter against him. My Mightyena can take on that Skarmory in the back. And I think I do decide to go for the farm down since he is only 1 HP and I am 1 HP before I do feint. My opponent does make a swap out into Sky Attack. Sky Attack will be feinting him from the health that he's at. And my opponent does go down there. His final Pokemon is a Wigglytuff, and that is really bad for my Mightyena since fairy types are super effective against dark types. That is really bad for us. And that Wigglytuff does take my Mightyena out because he is doing super effective damage, and it does allow me to lose that 4th round. Good game to my opponent. Alright guys, so that will be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turning notifications on. Comment down below what you guys think of Mightyena and if you guys are going to be using him in the Great League. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please consider dropping a like. We are on the road to 100 subscribers, and with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.